Brick's been used in Scotland since the 1st century AD. The technology for both manufacturing and building with brick was brought to Scotland by the Romans. There was then a period when it wasn't used really up until the 17th century when it began to re-emerge.
In the early days, bricks were made from clay subsoils, which were often mixed with shale or other mud stones. They were shaped by hand before being fired in a kiln to harden. Originally a time-consuming handcrafted process, brickmaking became mechanised during the Industrial Revolution. Driven by the demands of the age and made possible by its technological advances, the mass-produced brick became, quite literally, the building blocks of the Industrial Revolution.
Brick was used really from the very start of the Industrial Revolution to construct mills and such like, an early example being Stanley Mill in Perthshire, which was built in the 1780s. The reason why there are variations in colours within brickwork is largely due to the minerals contained in the clays from which the bricks are formed. This gave a wide range of colours, from reds and oranges, which people are familiar with, to browns and creams and yellows. These coloured bricks were used to impressive decorative effect in such large examples as the Templeton's Carpet Factory, which is really a splendid building, but also as decoration to humbler buildings, particularly round about window and door openings. The highest quality clay was used to manufacture what were termed engineering bricks. These were very dense, hard bricks which had a high compressive strength and were significantly water resistant. These bricks were used to build structures such as tunnels and bridges and lighthouses.
Most bricks were not made of pure clay. The most common bricks, seen in our more modest houses, are a mix of both clay and aggregate.
Bricks are associated with mining communities because often where there were deposits of coal, there were also deposits of clay. This clay was brought up during the coal mining process, and the coal mine owners realised that they had a valuable resource which they could use to make bricks. You therefore often find coal mine owners also owning brickworks, and they then used the bricks which their own works produced to build both the colliery buildings and the housing for their workers. Brick hasn't always been the cheap option which it came to be regarded as towards the end of the 19th century. At the start of the 18th century, brick was in fact quite an exclusive building material. Craftsmen had to be brought up from England to manufacture the bricks. It was therefore expensive and was used by and large by the wealthy gentry of Scotland, particularly for lining garden walls. It was seen as retaining heat and then giving it off to the expensive imported plants which these people often had in their gardens. Brick very much deserves its place amongst the traditional building materials of Scotland. It's been used the length and breadth of the country for a myriad of applications, be that miners' accommodation in Midlothian or lighthouses in Lewis. Given the spread and the variety of uses to which brick has been put, it very much deserves its place as a traditional building material of Scotland.